drive.
Okay. I've got 27 gigs. I should be all right.
You should be good.
I've got a laptop too, and I don't think it's updated either. And I don't have any special software on it at all.
Well, gotcha. Well, if you can get that into the service center, we can take a look at it for you.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the call, Steve. We appreciate it.
Okay,
all right.
Thanks.
Thank you. 866-496-8772. Got to take a quick commercial break. Those of you watching on Facebook, for whatever reason, Facebook decided to end the stream. It happened yesterday about this time, and we just restarted the stream again. So welcome back if you're just rejoining us from there. All right, Landy, stay on the line. Your call is coming up next on Compute This.
Drive Advisor is a free program from Schrock Innovations that monitors your hard drive's health and tells you if it's going bad. Download it for free at driveadvisor.com. Schrock Innovations has spent nearly 2 decades working to make your technology life easier, and the all-new SchrockInnovations.com is no exception. Now you can order new modular computers and solid-state laptops directly from our website, secure your computer with our virus-free guaranteed Symantec endpoint software, find innovative new technologies like our modular storage devices, and get free help and tips. Take a look at the specials section to find sales on one-of-a-kind items, display models, refurbished units, and our latest special offers. Swing by the Compute This page to watch TV segments and archived radio shows, or even get one-on-one help through the Schrock Desk. As always, we respect your privacy, so we secure our website with the latest encryption technology and only the most secure payment methods. You can pick up your purchases at any of our 3 service centers or have them shipped directly to your door. The new SchrockInnovations.com makes technology simple. It's what we do. Compute This Pro Tip 578. Technology is constantly changing, so how can you tell when the time has come to recycle your old outdated computer and invest in a new one? Experts have rules of thumb and formulas, but Schrock believes the answer is simple. You should replace your old computer when it can no longer do the things you need in a secure way. For example, you should not be using operating systems like Windows XP or Vista because they're no longer maintained by Microsoft and they're not secure. And if your computer cannot run Windows 10, it's probably time to begin saving for a replacement. If your existing computer requires a repair and that cost is 50% or more of the cost of a new computer, it might be time to consider a replacement. But keep in mind, additional costs like data transfers and important software you have to upgrade like genealogy software or Quicken. And also keep in mind that modern computers are engineered to last 18 months for a normal user. And don't worry, you are considered a normal user. Schrock modular PCs and solid-state laptops are specifically designed to last 4 to 6 years for that same normal user, saving your family money and time. This pro tip brought to you by Schrock Innovations Computer Company.
Fox News, I'm Karen McHugh. President Trump doubling down on his willingness to close the U.S.-Mexico border if Congress fails to act.
President Trump says more needs to be done across the board, from Congress to Mexico to Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador. For months, he's threatened to cut aid to those 3 countries. President Trump said he did. And for the first time, he added a time frame to his threats to shut down the southern border, saying that it could happen next week.
Fox's Ellison Barber. Chicago cops are venting their frustration over the dismissal of the Jussie Smollett case.
So we're going to look at our own legal options to get this case back into court and back through the legal process, which is what it should have done to begin with.
Martin Primes with the Fraternal Order of Police. Smollett was charged with staging a hate crime against himself. Those charges were suddenly dismissed last week. This is Fox News.
Now, the News Radio 1110 KFAB Weather Watch.
A cold start across the area on this Sunday, but clear skies will help temperatures to warm from the 20s into the 50s this afternoon. We should top out around 52 degrees with light southwesterly winds. Overnight, mostly clear skies. Temperatures not quite as cold, dropping to 33. Partly to mostly sunny on Monday with a high temperature around 60. With Omaha's most accurate forecast, I'm 6 News First Alert meteorologist David Keller on News Radio 1110 KFAB.
All righty, folks. Welcome back into Compute This. My name is Thor Schrock. I am still the owner of the Schrock Innovations Computer Company. Service centers in Lincoln, Omaha, and Papillion. 866-496-8772. Got a new toy in the Data Recovery Lab this week that is saving our customers boatloads of money yet again. It's called the RapidSpar USB Stabilizer. And without getting too much in the weeds on it, basically what it does, there's a challenge recovering USB-based small hard drives because the companies that make the hard drives have started changing the way they make the hard drive so they don't have a common interface. They're not using SATA on the back of the drive. The USB port is soldered straight to the hard drive, which removes a lot of the capability we have with our equipment for accessing the different methods of recovering the data. So we have this new USB stabilizer now, and what it does is it acts as an intermediary. It sits between the PC and the USB drive, and if the USB drive starts to go haywire, computer doesn't know how to handle that. So computer just goes, can't see it anymore. Whereas this little box will, repower it, reset the controller, do different things with the drive as rapidly as necessary to basically create a smooth sailing experience for Windows so that we can extract your data without having to desolder chips, without having to replace PCBs or solder on weird SATA connections like we've had to do in the past. It saves our customers an average of $400 per USB recovery. So once again, we have the most affordable data recovery lab in the Midwest. We charge less than all of our competitors. We have the best equipment available in Nebraska. I'd encourage you, if you have a data recovery situation, or if you know somebody who does, if one of your friends or families has a hard drive that goes kaput, send them over to Schrock. We'll take good care of them. We'll get their data recovered as inexpensively as possible. Also, a special note for flood victims, we are doing half off data recovery for flood victims. If you do have a hard drive or a computer that was submerged in flood water, do not power it on under any circumstances, even if you think it's completely dried out. That water has all kinds of contaminants in it that will cause permanent data loss if you turn on the drive without cleaning it first. And cleaning it isn't just opening it up and spraying it out with the garden hose, if you know what I mean. 866-496-8772. To recap, those of you just joining the program, today is the final day to take advantage of the Ultimate Upgrade Sale. That means if you're going to purchase one of our great trade-in machines that we've had on special all month, and you're just hearing about it today, sorry for the short notice, but we talk about it every week. You can go to our website, SchrockInnovations.com, click on Shop and Specials, and you can purchase yours today. You can also come into any of the 3 service centers and purchase there. We do ship these, so if you're outside of the listening area, you don't have to send us back a trade-in. It's okay. We understand. Just promise us you're going to recycle it somewhere. And then you can buy one, and we will ship it out to you. Now, the next thing is while you're there on the specials page, you're going to grab your safe upgrade like we just talked about. So get your safe upgrade. Remember, you need one for each computer you want to upgrade safely. Also, while you're there, one of our Facebook listeners asked, you're launching a maintenance checkup sale tomorrow. Are you going to offer the 6-month certificates? And that, like, little light bulb above my head, those of you who purchased a certificate last time and didn't use it, you need to get in today. They expire today. And I told you this last week and the week before too. So if you're just hearing it, I apologize for the late notice. We're open till 5. You need to get in today and drop that off so we can use that certificate before it expires. However, while you're on the website here, the reason we do the certificates is if we email everybody and call everybody and send, and get on the radio and we do Facebook and everything else, too many people come in at once. We can't service that many people at one time, and it's bad service. You don't get your computer back as quickly as you want. So that's why we get the benches all cleared out before we launch the sale. So that way when people come in and the benches fill up, we can give good turnaround times. For people who are very concerned about turnaround time, business owners, people who use their computer every day, maybe someone who's got a vacation coming up later on and they're going to maybe drop it off while they're on vacation, we make a certificate available on the website. You can go and purchase the certificate at SchrockInnovations.com. Again, Shop Specials, it's there. And that entitles you to that prepaid maintenance checkup anytime in the next 6 months. So if you're planning on coming in today to use your certificate, you can buy another certificate that's good for the next 6 months. We're going to talk about maintenance here coming up on the program shortly. So laundry list of things to do today. If you want a new computer, you better buy it today. That's that. Easy peasy. While you're on the website today, pick up a copy of Safe Upgrade because that update could come out as soon as tomorrow. You want to make sure you're ready to go. We have customers who purchased last time who still haven't purchased this time yet. And we have customers who purchased last time that are purchasing fewer licenses this time because they've gotten rid of some of their computers. So all in all, it's time to move on that. While you're there, pick up your maintenance checkup certificate. So in theory, your shopping cart could look like new computer. I'm going to get it in for maintenance in 6 months because that's what I'm supposed to do every 6 months. So I'm going to get a maintenance checkup certificate, and I'm going to get the safe upgrade from my other computer so that I can make sure that that is up to date as well. Shopping cart complete, checkout, done and done. 866-496-8772. Lanny, you're next up on the program. How can I help you today on Compute This? Lanny, are you there?
Hello?
Or is it Lane? I'm sorry. Is it Lane?
Blaine.
Blaine with a B. Got it. Sorry, Blaine. How can I
That's
help
all right.
you today on Compute This?
Okay, I think the last guy asked the same question. I had that 1809, or I mean it was 1809 that failed
Okay.
on January of this year.
Gotcha.
I believe the error was 0xC1900101.
Yep, that's the generic error code. It conveniently means absolutely nothing. Generic error. Usually the reason you get a generic error, how old is the computer?
11 years.
Okay, the reason you're getting a generic error is because your graphics card is too old. So what we need to do there to keep your computer moving forward is we need to put a new graphics card in it. The graphics card's about $99 for the card. There's an hour of labor to install it, but then you would be able to continue upgrading and installing for a longer period of time. You can go up to 2 years on version, I believe you're on 1803 right now. So you can go up to 2 years on 1803. So you got about a year left before you're going to start to not get any security updates at all anymore, because they're going to require you to move up to the new version of Windows 10, which of course your computer won't be able to do. So basically Microsoft is requiring you to buy a new computer or do some kind of hardware upgrade to your computer to make it compatible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun times.
How many free gigabytes did I need to do this update?
How many do you absolutely need? You absolutely need 6. 10 is recommended.
Okay. And how do you see how much you got?
Great question. That's one of the new features coming. We're going to talk about in version 1809. 1903. In version 1903, they're going to give you an interface that you can look at, kind of like your cell phone, that tells you how much of your hard drive is being used by apps and how much of your hard drive is being used by email and how much is being used by games. And so it's kind of one of those, that's one of the things they're going to improve. But right now, the way you check that is you click on that little yellow file folder on the bottom of the screen to open the File Explorer. Once the File Explorer is open, in the left-hand column, you click on This PC. And this is going to show you all the hard drives on your computer. The one we're concerned with is the C drive. And there's a little convenient graph there that says you have this much free. Like right now, I have 724 gigabytes free of 930 gigabytes.
Okay.
So that's how you do it.
Very good.
All right. Thank you, Blaine. I appreciate the call.
Sure. Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Next up, we have Joan. Welcome to the program, Joan. How can I help you on Compute This today?
Well, we just purchased one of your special laptops.
Okay,
just got
awesome.
it the other day. And we are trying to install our printer, and we keep getting, and I figured I installed the driver,
Okay.
and I keep getting driver not available.
Okay.
As an
Now,
error message.
is what's the brand of the printer?
Brother.
It's a
It's
Brother.
a multifunction. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go to the Brother. Do you know the actual model of the printer by any chance?
9340, I believe.
Brother 9340 Windows 10 driver. All right. So 9340 CDW.
Yes.
And we're on Windows 10 64-bit. We're going to select that one. There is a full driver package available for Windows 10 64-bit. How are you connecting to the printer? This looks like the printer we use in the service center, actually. Is this the color printer?
Yes.
Yeah, color laser printer. This is the same one we run in the service center. So I know for a fact it's Windows 10 compatible with version 1809 because we use it. But basically, the installation on it is a little bit tricky. How are you hooking up to it? Because this printer supports wireless, wired, and USB connectivity.
Wireless.
Okay. So when it's wireless, first of all, have you changed anything with your wireless network recently?
No.
Okay. The second thing is your new laptop will support different bands of wireless activity depending on what type of router you have. It's possible you have a 2.4 gigahertz network. It's possible you also have a 5 gigahertz network.
Right.
You want to be connected
And
to the
we had-
2.4.
Okay, because we had it connected to the 5, and then we changed it back to the 2.
Right. The 2.4
I mean,
will
it goes both ways.
The
Yeah.
2.4
I'm
will
sorry.
give you a wider area of coverage. So it's going to deal with
Okay.
the edges of the wireless network. And add-on devices like printers, scanners, things like that, always work better on 2.4 gigahertz.
Okay.
So,
Good to know.
any Internet of Things technology, whether that's a Nest thermostat, a Ring Video doorbell, a printer, anything that's Wi-Fi enabled, separate device, any computer can go 5 gigahertz, and that's fine. TVs stream faster at 5 gigahertz. You want that. But when it comes to
Okay.
printers and things like that, you want it more stable. So we're going to go with 2.4. So you want to make sure the
Okay.
printer's on the 2.4 gigahertz network. And then we go to the Brother website and download the full driver and software package, which is about 125 megabytes. So it's not terribly large by modern standards. And then you run that, and it will go ahead. It bypasses the Windows software, detects the printer, installs it on Windows, tells it where it's at, and everything like that. Now, that's a lot of steps. So my next question is, you just picked up your new computer. Did you happen to take the 90-day subscription to the Schrock Desk that you get free with it?
I don't know if my husband did that.
Okay. So basically, if he did, he would have filled out a piece of paper and given us a credit card number. We don't charge the card for 90 days unless you, and then if you want to keep your subscription, we start charging you the $30 a month. But you get 3 months of the Schrock Desk to when you get a new computer to help you get through things like this. So it's very possible that you could, if he subscribed to that, and you can still do it, you can still call in and say, hey, I want that free 90-day trial, and they'll get you signed up. But then we can do a Schrock Desk and remote in and do all this for you.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's a little nice.
Since we just spent the last 2 days trying to do it ourselves.
Yeah, we'll get it done. As long as
Alright.
the printer's on the wireless network. That's the only thing we can't do over the Schrock Desk. You got to get that done yourself. But once that's done, everything else is easy peasy.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Joan. Have a great afternoon. All right, 866-496-8772. So, wow, we're knocking through it today. We're going to take our final break here a little bit early. When we come back, we're going to take Deborah's call. Deborah, your call is coming up next on Compute This.
Schrock Innovations Data Recovery Lab saves the data the other guys can't. The next time your hard drive, camera card, or flash drive fails, let Schrock get your data back. Every person listening to this broadcast has either experienced data loss or knows someone who has. When you think about it, you have a lot more data stored in many more places than you'd like to admit. Have you downloaded those videos from your phone, backed up the pictures on your iPad, or even tackled that sometimes daunting task of backing up your entire computer's hard drive? Most people just don't back up their stuff, and that's why Schrock Innovations has one of the most advanced data recovery centers in the Midwest. Equipped with the latest DDI data imaging devices, state-of-the-art custom recovery software, and Omaha's best data recovery technicians, Schrock Innovations has a 96.8% success rate when recovering data from damaged hard drives, flash drives, camera cards, and more. We all know we should back up our data, but if you are ever caught in a data loss nightmare, call the experts at Schrock Innovations to get your data back right where it belongs, safe and backed up on a stable hard drive. Compute This Pro Tip 178. Those little life-saving surge protector strips are vital to your computer's health and should be used whenever possible, even for laptops. As computers get smaller and more powerful, they're also becoming more sensitive to dirty power, and your power is a lot dirtier than you might think. Even if you have a whole home surge protection, most power surges are generated within your own home. If you've ever vacuumed and seen the lights get dimmer and brighter, you created a surge. Surge protectors can only absorb so much energy measured in joules. When that capacity is exhausted, your surge protector becomes a glorified extension cord and needs to be replaced. You should always look for surge protectors that give audible alerts when they're no longer able to protect your equipment. Schrock recommends these because the lights on most strips are just power lights and they don't tell you when it's time to replace the unit. If in doubt, replace your surge protectors annually to keep your expensive TVs, computers, and other electronic equipment safe. This pro tip is brought to you by Schrock Innovations Computer Company.
All righty, guys. Wow, that's some creepy, like, alien invasion battle music coming on there. All right, welcome back into Compute This. 866-496-8772. That's the number to join us on the show. That's what Deborah's doing. Deborah, how can I help you today on the program?
Good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
Good morning.
I was just wondering, I listen to your program religiously, and I always get the things you recommend, and I kind of wait on stuff, and I get distracted with other things, and I don't know if I have. I'm pretty sure I've got the Secure Updater, but how do I check that? Do I have to call you guys to see if I've got this and the maintenance checkup certificate or any of that stuff, or can I check that online, or how do I do it?
You can check it online. Now, Secure Updater, we make Secure Updater, but we also make Secure Updater available for other computer repair shops. Some of them compete with us, and they wouldn't appreciate it if we threw our name all over it. So sometimes people think, Secure Updater, I'm not going to go do anything with that Secure Updater site because they could be shady. We are the Secure Updater website. We can check that out there. You can go to your you can go to secureupdater.com and you can log in using your email address and your password. If you never picked a password, use your phone number with area code, no dashes. That's usually the password. Then you want to reset that, as we'll set it up with a phone number for you. Usually a cell phone number because they're not easily looked up or anything. That's where you check that. Everything else, maintenance checkup certificates, safe upgrades, any other Schrock products that you've purchased, you would find at SchrockInnovations.com. And to do that, you'd log into your Schrock account. Now, we are integrating these accounts on the back end. It'll be a few more months before we get this all done. But then eventually you'll be able to come to SchrockInnovations.com and see your antivirus expiration date, your Secure Updater expiration date, how many certificates you have. You'll get reminders automatically to use your certificate if you haven't used it in the last 6 months. Basically just a lot of AI. AI can be helpful.
And that stuff is coming. It's not available right now where you can see all that?
You can see it all now, but you just have to go to more than one place. It'll be convenient later when it's all together in one place. But right now, you can go to SchrockInnovations.com. Just like if you were buying a maintenance certificate today or buying a safe upgrade today, you'd log into your account. And then you would click on My Account, and it'll show you'll have all your physical products. So if you ever bought a computer through the website, all the shipping and tracking and all that information would be there for that. The virtual products like your maintenance checkup certificates, safe upgrades, things like that would all be there. If you renew your endpoint online through an auto renewal, all that information will be there as well. So you'll know what date that expires. There's a lot of info there. And of course, if for whatever reason you're having trouble collating all that, you can always call us in the service centers and we'll sort it all out with you over the phone too.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Deborah. I appreciate your call. 866-496-8772. And Deborah's got in for the $25 Schrock Innovations gift certificate there as well. All right. So Windows 10 is coming out with version 1903 as soon as tomorrow, which is why I'm pushing you to get the safe upgrade as hard as I am this morning. I don't like doing it. It feels weird, but you need it, okay? Because you're going to be that person. If you don't get it, you're going to be that person who should have bought a lottery ticket because you're one of the 20% whose computer is going to blow up, and you're going to come into the service center and you're going to spend $220 for us to fix it. And you're going to say, by golly, I wish I'd have bought Safe Upgrade. And we'll say, thanks for reminding me. Do you want us to install version 1903 while it's in here now that we've got it fixed again? It's $80 for us to do that. And you're like, bah! Because you're not going to let it try to automatically do it again. All you have to do is get bit by this one time. That's why Safe Upgrade sells as well as it does. You just have to get bit one time, and you're like, never again, never again. Safe Upgrade makes a lot of sense. Because trust me, my accountant's telling me I'm stupid for doing this. Other business owners, I had a meeting last week with another guy who owns another computer repair shop, and he's like, your Safe Upgrade thing is stupid. Why not just let 20% of the computers fail? You're going to make way more money fixing the computers that break, given Schrock's market penetration, than than you're making off selling Safe Upgrade. True, he is not wrong. But the motivation is different. Our motivation is to keep your tech working for you, not to watch your tech break, snicker out of the left side of our mouth, and then give you a fat bill to fix it. That's not how you build relationships. We build relationships by telling you when things are about to go wrong, just like with Drive Advisor. He had said the same thing. Drive Advisor makes no sense. Why not wait for their hard drive to get so bad that it's showing symptoms and then advise them they need to come in? Because then you get a data recovery. We could do that. But that would be not a very nice neighborly thing to do. That's not Nebraska nice. No, it's not. Or Nebraska strong for that matter. So no, we're going to tell people as soon as it starts failing, that's the whole point of Drive Advisor. So we try to do these things to help you out. And if you don't take advantage of these things, it's like me not going to the dentist for 3 years and needing an extraction and a crown and a cavity all on the same side of my mouth. They're going to do them all at the same time. I'm going to be in the chair for 2.5 hours. And yes, I'm a little peeved about it. And yes, it's a tangent. All right. So what's new in version? What are you going to get from 1903 for getting the update? Well, there are some goodies here. Number one, they're going to simplify the start menu a little bit more, take some of the icons out of it that are there that no one ever uses, and replace them with things that you actually use. So you really won't notice too much difference there. Pretty straightforward stuff. The next thing that's going to pop up here is they're going to streamline the search function. The search is going to be completely different. They're going to take the web search out of it. It's confusing sometimes. You think you have Malwarebytes installed. So you hit start and you type malware, and Malwarebytes pops up automatically. And you click on it thinking it's installed, and then all of a sudden you're doing a Bing search for Malwarebytes, and you're like, how did I get here? They're going to fix all that confusion in this update so that if it's a program on your computer, it'll open. And if it's a program not on your computer, you will be given the option to go to the internet and get it. It's not just going to assume you want to go onto a website and go get it. There's a sandbox, but you're adults, you don't play in sandboxes. Now you can create your Microsoft account with a phone number instead of an email address, which is kind of handy. Again, just a stupid little thing, but kind of handy. Cortana spins off from search. They're gonna separate Cortana from search a little bit, just because Bing is Bing and Cortana is Cortana. And you got to remember, the Thorstradamus predicted that what he said, something about the daughter of Amazon will defeat the Master Chief's, something. So basically, Amazon Alexa is going to come after Cortana soon. So maybe this is Microsoft getting ready for that fight. Windows Hello will be made much easier. Windows Hello is awesome. You walk up to your computer, you hit a button, the screen comes on. Instead of typing in your big, ginormously long password that, of course, is 16 completely random characters that you change every 90 days, right? You just look at the camera on your laptop lid, and it sees your face and logs you in. Works really well, actually. They're going to give you more Windows Hello options for your computers. All right, come to the light side. Basically, they're going to lighten up the start menu. You have a lighter option that gets rid of you can choose a dark theme, which is all black, or the light theme, which is all white. Very nice for people who have visual problems and have trouble with contrast. So that's kind of nice. They're going to replace the old Windows font installer, primarily because it's not compatible with emojis. You're also going to get a huge new emoji picker. So if you ever wanted to put meaningless little faces in all your messages and emails, you'll be able to do that now with Windows 10. All right, let's see. What else do we got here? Extra options for Windows insiders. You're not going to mess with that. You can change your default tab when you open the task manager. Again, probably not going to mess with that. You can synchronize your system clock. That's handy, but again, not earth-shattering. Copying text and other stuff between PCs. This is kind of cool. If you have two different computers logged into the same Microsoft account, like you have a laptop and a desktop. I've done this before where I've been on my laptop and I copied something on my desktop that I actually needed to paste into my laptop. And I've been using too many computers, remoted in back and forth. I forget which computer I'm on. Well, now it's like a cloud copy paste. You copy it to the cloud and you can paste it on any of the devices you're using. So it's kind of handy. That's a new feature coming with 1903. The Security Center is going to give you a little more security options, which more security is always nice. If you're not familiar with Focus Assist is a program that you can turn on the computer. It comes with Windows 10, and it blocks notifications about stupid stuff while you're trying to work, or it blocks notifications about important stuff while you're trying to play a game. So you can see which side that usually gets used more on. Cleaning up the modern print dialog box. They're going to get rid of all the options from the print dialog box you never use and give you a bunch of options that you never see that you always have to click 3 or 4 times to get to. So that's kind of handy. Giving storage the Marie Kondo treatment. If you don't know who Marie Kondo is, you got to Google it. You'll end up watching it on Netflix. And guys, it means your wives are going to buy an entire new closet system. Be forewarned, they are incredibly expensive. Marie Kondo is a tiny little Japanese woman who specializes in organization. She's like, if you have a shirt you no longer wear, take that shirt, hug the shirt, thank the shirt for the good times it gave you, and then throw it away. Yeah. Well, the Marie Kondo treatment on storage means all of your temporary files, apps and features, other stuff, OneDrive, email is all separated into different categories, much like the storage on your cell phone, so you can easily see everything that's going through it. Nice thing in the task manager, as we all get higher resolution displays, not all of your apps will recognize those higher resolution displays. And so now you'll be able to actually see what apps you have on your computer that will not work well on a 4K display. Kind of handy going forward. All right, and enhanced indexing, blah, 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 blah. That's about it. So those are all the things you can expect to get with 1809. Tomorrow, the world's going to end, so make sure you buy everything you need at Schrock Innovations today. Today's winner is Joan. Congratulations, Joan. You got yourself a free $25 Schrock Innovations gift certificate. We'll get that to you on Monday. Stay tuned for the Aftershock. More details on all this stuff to come, and we'll see you all again next Sunday on another exciting edition of Compute This.
From the Millard Roofing Studios, we've got you covered. This is News Radio 1110 KFAB, Omaha, an iHeart radio station.
A renewed threat to seal the border. I'm Pam Puso, Fox News. As the number of migrants at our border with Mexico continues to swell, President Trump says he could shut down the border this week, a move the U.S.